A big hello, and welcome to all the planner mums, glam mums, and all my subscribers. Hope each one of you are doing well. I'm well and hope the same for each one of you. So today I'm coming on to you with a quick spoiler-free review of the two amazing Romantasy I found this year. I think this is going to definitely be my most favorite Romantasy that I have read after a long time. I think of the whole Fourth Wing saga, and this has been like for this year I think Onyx Storm, and this is going to be my top favorite, so you can imagine. And I'm reshooting this video because the first footage I lost. I deleted it and then I deleted everything, and I shoot in my mobile in my iPhone 17 Pro. So this is these two series I'm talking about. The second part of this video will talk about the Night Prince. So first we start with the Wolf King, and this is a spoiler free review, so don't worry at all. If you have stumbled upon my channel, I post a lot about book reviews, about romances, about whether they are fantasy romances, whether they are a contemporary romance, whether they are historical, or even dark romances. Dark romances is one of my favorite romances to read. So let's start this video and let's talk about what this book is all about. So in this book we meet three characters in the first book. It's a very fast-paced book. That's what I love about it. In the first 50 chapters already you will see. So there's the alpha called Callum. He is a werewolf, all right, and there is this lady called Aurora. She's the main female, she's a human. And then we have another, it's a love triangle, I should tell you, and I'm not much into love triangles. I like it. I've been a big fan of Vampire Diaries. Damon and Stefan were my favorite, and in this is such a love triangle that from the book one I know who I like, and at the end of this part I'll tell you who is my favorite, so stay tuned for that. So there are these two love interests in her life. Blake is also a werewolf, and the alpha. So the book starts with Aurora. She's engaged to a very cunning human. His name is Sebastian. So when she saves one of the younger werewolves, and the alpha, which is Callum, he kidnaps her, and he reminds me of somebody like Jamie from Outlander. All right, this book has a mix of, if you're those in your 20s, if you watched programs like Outlander, you've watched Vampire Diaries, you have watched Originals, you have watched what else I would say, these are the three, or any of these three programs, if you've watched and you love them, then this book is for you. You're just gonna eat it up. I ate it up in 2 nights. Trust me, I was 60% done on the first book on the first night. Same thing happened for the second book, and then the second night I finished the first book. But the second book I didn't want it to end. This is one unputtable series, and for book 3, the worst part for me is to wait for book 3, which will come at the next year, 2026 summer. So I'm just waiting. I hope before my 42nd birthday. I'll be 42 on 18th of June next year. All right, however, so this is how it happens. Then he kidnaps her, Callum, and that's where she meets Blake, also the second love interest. But this book is more to just romance. They have nice politics, there is some magic in it, they are all searching for something, and the plot thickens, the plot keeps you grasping. It has spice, but not a lot like dark romances, but good spice. And this book doesn't need the spice for the banter, and everything eats it up, but I like a little spice, so I'm happy that it's not a closed door, it's an open door. Nice spice scenes are also there, but the plot is amazing at the end. What happens, the twist, even the second book. After this part I will be sharing the second book part, and which I'll join the clips, and you will be able to see my reactions, and at the end I will also show some annotations. But if you are someone who has not read the book, don't go for it. So in the book 1, these all things happen. This book is also showing what I find the sense of it is. It also reminds me a little bit of Game of Thrones. This, as per the author, when she wrote the book, she was thinking of Sansa and the things that happened to her. What I like about this girl also is that she is in a man's world, where when she was young she had been having a lot of, like, she used to be by the priest, used to trouble her a lot. like he used to beat her, the priest. Why they did, you will see when you read the book. She had a very troubled childhood. She was like, she used to say to herself that she feels like a statue in her castle, and things around her happens and she just doesn't let it affect. And now finally she gets abducted by this alpha, and there she starts becoming free. And first time in her life she wants to, by the end of book 2 you'll be seeing a lot of growth of hers, yeah. But in book 1 itself you can see that the main essence of this book is the freedom she desires. And in this man world where everything is done by the male, she wants her to be taken seriously, and I enjoyed that part a lot. And then let's talk about, this is Callum. Callum is like Jamie, as I said, wearing kilt and all, amazing. He loves her, he makes your knees weak. Honestly, he's so good, he's very caring to her. There on the other side she meets Blake, who calls her Little Rabbit, and Blake is the one who is he's like from the starting itself you will see there's a lot of banter between them. Their chemistry is so amazing, so you can understand now whom I'm voting for. He's very cunning, he's very clever, he's the mastermind in the whole alphas. He's one of the biggest alpha for one of the most deadliest clan. He has a lot of power, but he does things for her. And at that moment we always are thinking that he's playing game. He loves to play games, all right, but he cares a lot for her. And over the book 1 is all about them meeting everybody, a little bit more of Callum's love story. Book 2 comes with Blake, you get to see more of Blake, okay, and that part we'll read later. But oh my god, the book 1, just I fell in love with this book, honestly. And when you will read this series, you will finish it. If you don't have kids, you'll finish it in one night, one book, and the second night, that much I assure you. So please go ahead and pick this series up. It's not been so much in TikTok. It deserves it. The author is amazing. If you post something about her book, if you really like it, she's always taking the time to post in the Instagram. I'm waiting. I love this book. I bought this in Kindle Unlimited. These books were so good that I picked up the real Kindle version, also real Kindle. I bought the books myself, and I want to definitely have the hard copy. Once the third book gets released next summer, I'll buy the hard copy. But as soon as the pre-order comes for the third book, I'm going for it. Can't wait for the third book to happen. Now I think instead of putting another clip, let's re-talk about the book 2 also. So now book 2 is called The Night Prince. Now this book, we met Callum, we met Aurora, and we met Blake, right? So now book 2 we know about something called, now things have happened in book 1, we come back to book 2. In book 2 things are further going on. There will be more shocking things that happen at the end of book 1. Will be showed what happens after that. So in book 2 we get to know more about Blake. Blake starts falling in love with not falling, we know that Blake likes her, but you will see more of Blake being desperate for her, being more obsessed for her, and she trying to deny that because she feels a pull towards him, but she still loves Callum. And other than that, there is at the back of this court, there is a big things happening. This Sebastian, I told you, we met in book 1, something happens to him, and then in book 2 there's another villain called Alexander. He's more powerful. There is something about the Night Prince. At the end, you will not have guessed. They are looking for something, and it's at the end you will find out who or what that thing is. So that is also been taken care of. But the best thing about book 2 is this will make you feel happy to read that end, because though you're craving for book 3, this makes you go into book 3 with my imagination. I can't imagine what the author is going to put, but I can assure you book 3 will be even better than book 1 and book 2. It will be the last. It's a trilogy, so this series has really impressed me completely. I can think about these characters now in book 3, what's going to happen. I can just imagine you will see these different clans of werewolves coming together. They are fighting the big king, the enemies. The Aurora is the kid of the king, right? The human king. So she wants to get back her throne. A lot of things will happen, and I can't wait for the book 3. So that's this book. Simply amazing. If you haven't read it, please go Give it a try, you will love it. Now let me read some annotations to you, not all. So if you're not read the book yet, I would say don't come now. Yeah, so as you can see, I've read both the books. Definitely a 5-star for me. I will never, mostly now you will see, if I don't enjoy some books, I will not post about it, but if I like the books, I will definitely put a review about it, because I think the best thing about books is, or what I'll do is I'll go put a turn down backside, like I'll flip the camera, and that's when I'll show you some of the annotations. So if you are someone who's interested to watch that, do watch that part. But that will be all for now for me, and there are a lot of things coming up also in my channel. So if you have seen me missing in action for some time because of my daughter's exams, so book 2, when I was reading for the Wolf King and the Night Prince, took me a little bit time because I didn't want the story to end firstly, or to be honest, I'm still reading the Onyx Storm. I'm still not trying to finish it because I can't wait for book 4. That will take 2 years, I think. So I hope it comes next year, I just pray. But anyway, so you get the picture. I already have in my Audible Dire Bound, so you can imagine the wolf fever is still ongoing. And this is this month my to be read, what I plan to read. I will be talking another video. I'll have a short video talking about that, so you can watch that if you're interested. But yes, so there are many new books. I'm also started with the King series. The first King of Wrath is already in my channel. King of Envy also. This is definitely a 5-star for me. A surprise read. I never thought I'd like it that much, but I did love it. Alright, and there are a lot of exciting things coming this month, and I hope you watch it. I still have videos from my India trip which I still have to upload. You stay tuned for that. I have a planner haul for 2026 planners if you're my planner lover babies. So that's about it. Thank you once again to take the time to watch my video. The next clip will show you a little bit about the annotations, some of my favorite scenes. It might spoil little fun, so if you've not read the book or if you don't want to know what's there, then don't see that part. If not, please just go and have a look, because I love looking at some annotations about these special, because a lot of it is in the author page and Instagram she does post, but it's not anything big spoiler for you guys, so you can still watch it. Yeah, and thank you once again for taking the time to watch my video. Take care and stay blessed. As you can see in my Kindle, I've read both the parts, and so if you go to Wolf King, in Wolf King there are some annotations. I don't want to spoil your fun. If you don't want to know anything about like any good dialogues and all, please come out of it the video. Thank you for watching. But if you just want to know some, see, like I have highlighted, I shared my life force with you, save you, only it appears there may be slight consequence. It seems to have created a bond of sorts between us. So this is something. Let's go from the first part. Try not to recall, I will my body to be a statue vessel for soul within. I allow my mind to glide across those wild mountains, even though I can never go through myself, even though I'll always be a prisoner to castle walls and the women's body. So when she was young, she had a lot of suffering, as you'll read. So she used to close herself. She used to feel like a statue in the castle, and things will happen to her and she would look from outside. I really liked how poetic the author wrote. A prisoner or a prize, that is all I've ever been. Okay. Look at the murderous eyes of the crowd, the coin passing hands, and the way father's lips quirk. As one of the warriors is, I wonder if all men are monsters deep down. Alright. So this is chapter 1. Chapter 2, he won't touch you, says the alpha. He's barely audible. So you, till chapter 3 or chapter 4, we don't know the Callum's name also. I promise you that I'll protect you and I'll give you the choice. Run now and I won't follow. Come with me and no one will touch you. I swear it on the moon goddess. He was like, he make you soon, the Callum. You can check for 4-poster bed in there if you like, princess, but I'm pretty sure I forgot to pack it. It good sense of humor as well. So now this is, he calls her rabbit. So you know, little rabbit, I was in your king's army once. Perhaps we have already met. When his eyes lock onto mine, a wicked smile spreads across his face. He scans the great hall. Means he's always bored, and he's he's a brainer. He has a lot of he's cunning, Blake, but he has a soft corner from her from part 1. You will see he even saves her, as you've seen. When an alpha is an intimate relationship, they can ask their partner to wear one of these. It signals the rest of the pack they are spoken for. It's like a necklace, so it's about that. Yeah. So what I really enjoyed, another thing in this book, is how the female character, though she's human and she's between these very powerful men, she still keeps her ground and she still wants her freedom. She still wants to have a choice. That's what I enjoyed the most about this book. He chased you to the wasn't trying to kill you, he was protecting you. So he talks about Blake, and also there are so many more. I don't want to spoil all of it. And then in the Night Prince also I had highlighted quite a lot. I'll show you only few things. Okay, there is something I want above everything else, and you know what that is. My heart is your salvation. I'm much more than I am one of the night prisoners, just like the serpent you kill. I just want to not show you a lot in this because it will spoil the fun. Okay, let's see if there is something nice. He reaches for me. He starts to slip as he roars. He swings and manages to grip onto my fingers. This is, again, I don't want to spoil. So it's very hard to show you part 2. Here, Blake stands behind me. His face, he's fury incarnate. His jaw is as sharp as the dagger as his fist. His essence overpowers me. It fills my hollow chest. It's dark and cold and inhuman. I know it's you. It has to be you. Show me your power. Show me something happens to Aurora, and she's in a very bad situation at the end, and Blake is the one who comes to rescue her. So it's all about that. He's so pissed off about something, and Blake will come for me when he gets free. I can't face him. So she is dreaming about Blake. Weren't you going to say goodbye? I waited for you. I thought you would come. We are not friends, Blake. Perhaps not. Did you they have a bond, so you will have to figure out what the bond is. I glance over my shoulder. My breathing almost stops. He has my face down on the mattress. This is something a little spicy scene. I will make you pay for this, Blake. I will haunt you every waking moment. This will be the last annotation I'll show you for this. I will make you feel me. Every dream, I'll be there. Every moment of that you manage to feel in your sad little light, I will turn into darkness. Break this bond, Blake, or I swear to Goddess, I will consume you until there is nothing left of you. I will ruin you, and I'll coil myself so tightly around you that you will beg to me to release you, and still then I will not let you go. He rubs his face with both hands and says, you already haunt me, Aurora. So their bond is another level as well. These two characters and their banter you will enjoy so thoroughly. So definitely both the books have been a 5-star for me, and I highly recommend you guys. I thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. If you have watched all the way till here, please consider subscribing. It doesn't cost you anything. It means the world to me, and more videos will be recommended. There are so many things happening. Next I'm going to start the Bratva series, read the first 2 books, and then I plan this month to go back to King of Wrath. I'll be doing a small TBR what I'm planning to read videos shortly, so you can see in that. But there are so many new books, there are some old ones, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. Take care, stay blessed.